good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back. This is a continuation video from the last video. What I'm doing is to pin my pattern on my fabric and then add all my seam allowances and I'll cut it out. I'm sure you remember the flave from the previous video. I just cut 2 of it, so it will be fuller than usual. I ended up cutting it open so I'll be able to join the 2 sides, so it gives me a one full flare. This is my front pins. I have 3 pieces for the front and 4 pieces for the back because of the zipper. I'm going to join my pieces right side facing the right side. I'll be joining it with 0.5. I'll repeat exactly what I did to the other side and I'll also do the same for the back pattern. Pinning is really important. It makes your work a lot easier. I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and sew my 0.5 inch. After sewing that, I'll go ahead to iron and then I'll top stitch. All I'm doing here is just to iron the seam open. I have gone ahead to weave the inner part of my clothes and then top stitch. Top stitching isn't compulsory, you do not have to top stitch, but I just wanted to top stitch. That was why I did that, just to be a little extra. Now this is what I have for the front, and I'll also do the same thing for the back. The only difference is the zipper allowance. I realized that when I joined this, it wasn't possible for me to top stitch the allowance on both sides because I needed to weave the inside of the cloth so it doesn't fray, because I would not be adding any lining. What I did for the back is that I went ahead to weave the rough edges before joining it, so I'll be able to top stitch on both sides. Now this is what I have for the back. You can see it laying very flat and sitting pretty because I was able to properly stitch on both sides, which I couldn't do for the front. It's still sitting well, but it's not sitting that pretty, so you get what I mean. The next thing to do is to sew your back and the front together to make everything in one piece. We are going to sew the shoulder and the side of your dress. All I'm doing here is to mark my measurements, divide my measurement by 2 and then mark it on both sides. I'm just cross-checking if I'm good to go. The next thing to do now is to attach your zipper. Now this is the next day. My machine decided to mess itself up, not me. Well, I was able to fix my zipper and I tried it on. I was so tempted to leave it this way, honestly, but we move. I'm going to finish off the neckline and the armhole using a bias tape. Well, I have a confession. So my V neckline was not sitting all pretty. I had to look for a way around it. Next time, I'm definitely going to use a facing. So yeah, I'll go ahead to weave the inner part of my dress so it looks very neat and it doesn't fray. And then we go ahead to attach our flare. But for now, let's fix our bio stay. So what I'm doing in the video is just fixing my bias tape. I decided to fix it all the way around from one zipper point to the other zipper point. So now we are fixing our flare onto our dress. I joined the side of the two flare to make it one whole flare. The other things I'm just doing is fixing the flare, making sure it matches, and then the excess parts I just pleated it. I went ahead to fix it on my sewing machine, and then I weaved it and finished the rough edges. Then I was done with my dress. There you have it, our princess that flare dress. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to leave a thumbs up for me. Please comment, share, and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Have the most amazing day today, and remember, stay beautiful.